While the Skift podcast has been on hiatus these past few months, we've been at work on our new Skift Daily Briefing. Each weekday morning, we bring you the top travel news stories in under 4 minutes. Subscribe to this new podcast through your favorite podcast app. And listen now for a sample of what you'll hear every weekday morning.
Good morning from Skift. It's Tuesday, December 10th in New York City. For daily updates in your inbox, subscribe to the Skift Daily newsletter at skift.com/daily. Today's briefing is brought to you by Starbucks at-home coffee. You've got personal taste, and you've got coffee taste. Use your smart speaker to bring them together and find the perfect cup. Just ask your Amazon Alexa or Google Home to find your Starbucks coffee. Here's what you need to know about the business of travel today. For some time now, international travel to the U.S. has been in a state of contraction. According to the latest forecast from the U.S. Travel Association, little has changed in that respect. The U.S. market share of global long-haul travel is projected to continue declining, writes global tourism reporter Rosie Spinks. If the decline continues as projected between now and 2023, it will cost the U.S. economy $78 billion in visitor spending and 130,000 American jobs, according to projections. The report also forecasted growth in domestic travel in 2020 is set to soften, growing by 1.4% next year compared to 1.7% in 2019. That's the slowest pace in 4 years. The slowing in domestic travel growth, usually quite stable in its growth trajectory, adds to fears about an economic downturn on the horizon. It also points to the need for further strengthening on the international side of the tourism equation. Up next, a comprehensive survey of travelers found that it's baby boomers, not millennials, who are more likely to bypass travel advisors in favor of going online to book trips, writes Skift contributor Paul Biasco. Travelport Global Digital Traveler Research 2019, which mapped travel preferences according to age groups, turned a common assumption on its head, finding that younger travelers are more likely to consult with travel advisors and tour operators for assistance in booking. Some travel advisors, however, say they have been seeing this trend over the past few years. The Travelport survey, which was released in November, found that 50% of millennials, or Gen Y, and 25% of Gen Z nearly always turn to travel professionals for recommendations, either travel agents or tour operators. On the flip side, only 20% of Gen X travelers and 8% of baby boomers said they always turn to professionals for recommendations. Finally, Puerto Rico is broadening its marketing in a push to be seen as more than just a destination for beaches and sun 2 years after Hurricane Maria devastated the island. As part of its plans to diversify offerings, Puerto Rico aims to turn itself into a business and entertainment hub. While the island's marketing leaders probably won't be discarding the postcard-perfect images of Puerto Rico soon, they are keen to attract the dollars that business tourism can bring, reports Skift contributor Spencer Lee. Next year provides significant opportunities for Puerto Rico to demonstrate that it can compete as a first-class convention and entertainment destination. Key to that effort will be the launch of El Distrito, which Brad Dean, CEO of the marketing organization Discover Puerto Rico, called one of the most significant developments in the history of Puerto Rico tourism. Adjacent to the Puerto Rico Convention Center in San Juan, El Distrito is an ambitious, high-tech, immersive gathering spot that will combine dining, retail, and entertainment in its 5 acres. For more details, go to skift.com. To find these stories and more insight into the business of travel, subscribe to the Skift Daily newsletter at skift.com/daily.